Now we're unboxing the big boy, the main attraction, the PS4 Pro, 1 TB. But basically, I've always been a Sony, day one type person, and the only reason I bought the PS4 Pro is because my best friend doesn't have a PS4, and I will be selling mine to him for 200. So I'm basically paying 200 for the upgrade, But for those who don't have a 4K TV with good HDR, I suggest holding off. Keep your original PS4s. Like I said, because most people haven't gotten it. As you can tell, I don't have mine yet, and I've said this for like about close to 2 years now. I was going to get one, but every time I look at my model, like before I wanted the 930, the 930C model of Sony's TV, and when they came out with the 930D model, they quickly discontinued the C, and the C is much better than the D model. So that's pretty smart on Sony, but like I said, they ripped everybody off when they did that instead of lowering the price down to a good affordable price. And so I looked at the 930D and I was not really that impressed, especially since they showed the prototype. Comparing it, I was like, no, that's not worth it. Now they've released the prototype. I forgot what it is. It's like the CZV model, whatever. You know what I'm talking about, but that's the prototype. But it's $4,000. It's double the price of what they usually put a TV. Saying that's something. So 4K TVs, I'm either looking at the Samsung KS8000 model that does really good with HDR and 4K gaming. But same time, that Sony CSV or whatever they want to call it, that looks really good. That's what I want. Hopefully by sometime next year it'll be cut down. And so at the same time, December, January, they have the CES show. Hopefully next year's TVs are much better. I was disappointed with 2016 when the D's dropped for Sony, and there was problems with it. And to me, I held off, compared to buying one like I said I was. So I'm gonna hold off once again, but I mean, for real this time, sometime around March, if the CES show looks good. If not, I'm grabbing that Samsung KS8000. It's gonna be at a good price, Black Friday, or holiday price. So that's what I'll probably get. But let's see. Had to get the PS4 Pro. The box is nothing fancy. In the back, they gotta have some kind of show for it. I'm not impressed with the back. Usually if you got game bundles or prior Sony systems, they have always had some nice boxes. I'm not too fond about the box for this. And one thing that was a clear indicator that tells me they rushed this new game system. This is not travel friendly. Prior PS3, PS4 systems, the box had a little handle you can pull, so you're compatible. Compactable, so you can just carry it with you. This one don't, That's a clear indication that I think they rushed just so they could meet the holiday season, because Xbox that they're gonna put theirs out, the Xbox Scorpio around what? Sometime next year. I can't remember the date, but Sony once again tried to beat them to the punch. They cut corners. And a huge thing I really disliked, they did not include a 4K Blu-ray player. That's madness. Their reason, they claiming, oh, digital, 4K, digital 4K. I'm not hearing that, okay? Because you've been a huge supporter of physical game discs, physical movies, physical kind, so for this one time you use that's an excuse because you wanted to cut corners. And I do believe if they included a 4K Blu-ray player, it would still been the same price. It's just the fact this year they didn't want to take a loss like they've done before and send make profit, a few years later down the road. That's what I think. And here is the sexiness. This got more weight, obviously, from the regular PS4, and this one has like 3 layers compared to the 2. I'm not too fond of the exit button being right there, but at the same time, it's better than the 2 that were just lightly grazed up against, and you could eject the disc. And here you got, the feel is off. I hate it. You gotta put more pressure on it, but at the same time, you really got, hopefully you ain't gotta push that hard, okay? But I'm not a fan of where they put it at and how it's masked like that. But I do love how it looks. So that's a plus. I love the design. They don't have a glossy half, glossy half like they done before. That's just fingerprint prone, fingerprints everywhere. The logo right there, not bad. And I'm always gonna sit mine down like that. I don't do mine sideways. We got the digital in there. So, like I said, this was a day one purchase for me. Had to. And hopefully by now, Sony Xbox learned from, the red ring of death. What color did PlayStation turn to? Pink? Orange? Or some shit? And I'm hoping, because that Xbox right there is loud. It works. It don't have no bad thing. It don't smoke up like, the first batch. And this was a first batch one. But it is loud. I hardly play with it because I asked myself, what's the exclusives? Xbox to me really let me down. I thought they were going to have like new type. They had Rise, but same time, I wanted more. They had Core, but I really don't like Core. Quantum Break and all that. I mean, I expected more. We got the Halos, the Forzas, the Gears of Wars, but I mean, that's all they focused on. They had more to play with, and I'm asking myself, where's exclusive? So I get everything on PlayStation. That's why this bad boy has not been turned on. I got Titanfall. I played it. I did not like it online. Used my 3 days up, and that was it. I do have Killer Instinct on it. I do play Killer Instinct with it. But I mean, it was a disappointment that I don't use this thing. I've used the Nintendo Wii U more than I have used my Xbox One. Because I get everything else on, PlayStation 4. Everything that's on there is from third parties, so I can play on the PlayStation. I really expected more exclusives. Hopefully, they still got more exclusives on the way that's not Halo, Forza, or Gears of War. I'm really hoping they come up with another Left 4 Dead. I don't care for Evolve. I didn't like Evolve. Didn't like Evolve when they showed it off at E3. So I'm hoping more, But I mean, it's sad when you got a whole shelf almost dedicated to PS4 and like about 5-6 Xbox One games and a few, basically the same thing, 5-6 Wii U games. I'm looking forward to the Switch though. I'm hoping better, I'm hoping Nintendo really stocks up with the third party this time, So much you can do the same thing with exclusive Zeldas and Marios and more Marios and even more Marios. It's not that the Mario games are bad, it's just the fact, why go the way of No Limit Records when it's just Master P, Master P, more Master P, but you got a whole catalog of other artists. I'm real happy to get this bad boy. And like I said, I am getting rid of that. I'm selling it off to my best friend. It got some dust because, I got cats and they jump up on there. So one of them sleeps on it. So I gotta dust all that off. And let's say I got this basically, paid just $200 for it. and sell that for 200. That way, you know, he got something to play. We can play at the same time. Finally, some stuff. I'm just hoping that the swapping of the hard drives ain't that bad. That's a 2 TB hard drive right there, and I will be swapping it out. And I'm hoping I don't have to go through a bad process of, you know, re-downloading everything. I'm hoping everything on that hard drive I can just put into the new PlayStation and it picks off automatically. I hope I don't have to reformat it. If I got reformatted, oh man, I got a whole day's event of re-downloading stuff. At the same time, I still got like 800 gigs of data free on it. That tells you a lot. So if you liked, go ahead and give me a like, or, you know, let me know what you felt about the PS4 Pro. I prefer the original name. The Pro to sounds, ugh. I don't know why they changed the names, and they always put some crappy new name. Pro? The Pro? Are you serious? But I do feel like they cut corners just so they could rush it for a holiday release. Go ahead and subscribe as well. I can use the subscribers and enjoy.